Okay, guys, welcome to a Sports Matters TV special in association with 𝗪𝗲𝗀, the podcast. And yet again, look, it's always an honor to be joined by a fellow Irish legend.
Oh,
Myla, first of all, I want to congratulate you on signing for TNA. It was always going to happen. We spoke on camera in Cork about a year ago, just over a year ago, and we were on about it. We knew something was around the corner. But listen, tell us about signing for TNA first of all.
well, I did. How long ago was that interview? I wonder if I knew about TNA back then because I've actually known about TNA for quite a bit, but I was keeping a secret. I'm good at keeping secrets, so you better watch out. But yeah, I've known for about TNA for quite a while. But you know yourself with wrestling, it's nothing's really yours until it's literally right there. So even though I knew and I had physically signed the contract, you just never know until you're actually there and you debut. So when the graphic finally went up, it was just, oh my God, it was such a relief, but it was such like a special moment to like finally tell the world like I'm a TNA knockout.
It was savage news because we obviously we spoke in Cork, and I looked into your eyes and I was like, I just had that feeling something was around the corner. But listen, first of
Oh.
all, what an organisation to sign for. They are on the up. What a roster and what a company to work for. But listen, there's a big couple of months and years ahead for you at TNA.
Yeah, I believe so too. And like I said, I've known for quite a while that I was with TNA, but I feel like timing is everything, and what an amazing time to be a part of the company. Like it's just completely on the rise. We had our biggest ever crowd at Slammiversary. And there's so much coming up. We have the Hardys and Team 3D at Bound for Glory, the last time ever. Like everything's just amazing, and all the opportunities coming in for the knockouts. And there's so many new knockouts, and the division's just amazing. And it's just such a real time to be a part of the company. And I'm just really excited.
No, we can't wait. Now, listen, Milo, we know what kind of a journey you've been on. It's been a lot of years of hard work and dedication, the indie scene all across Ireland, Belfast, Cork, Dublin, and beyond. Like, you put in the hard work, and sometimes people don't see that, but it's been a lot of hard work throughout the years for you.
Yeah, it really has. Like, if I'm being honest, I have gotten from the day that you're going to get everything really easy because you're blonde and da da da, the usual stuff. And I'm like, well, the people around me have seen the long, tired nights, the nights I've cried, the nights I've been beat up and broken, um and all the traveling. Like a lot of people keep asking me what's it like traveling back and forth to America, and I'm like, it's not the traveling. I travel all the time. I travel hours to get to Germany. Like people think it's just a go to the airport and flight. Like it's usually I have to travel to Dublin and wait, and so I'm used to the big long travel days. It's not new to me. I'm always traveling. I'm always tired, and um yeah, you're right. Like not to be putting myself over, but I have been putting the work in for a long time. So thank you so much for recognizing that.
Anytime, and listen, we can't forget about that journey to Cork. 4.5 hours down, you have your match, and you go straight back up to Belfast.
Yeah, is that I think it might be longer than that. There was one time I did a journey to Cork and it was just for a heel turn. And I did a long journey to Cork. I was ringside for Tucker and we did a heel turn and then I did the long journey back. So I mean, I literally hit like a wee super kick and that was it. And I did that 10-hour journey or whatever, both all in. So yeah, I'm no stranger to the travel.
No, it is madness. And listen, I think, look, you're on a great path right now. Look, we've seen the dominance, but let's talk about obviously your travels. Obviously, look, we've seen you all around the world, but obviously getting to Japan was quite amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, being able to go to Japan was such a dream come true. Honestly, it was something that I just really, really wanted to do for so long. So, yeah, I'm so grateful that it happened.
Like you'll have to get back there at some stage, even bring TNA to Japan. I think that's a big market
Oh,
for TNA, yeah.
oh, maybe I need to win a title at TNA and I need to bring some gold to Japan and represent the TNA knockouts in Japan. That would be sick.
That would be so real. Like speaking of that roster right now, okay, we have a certain champion and champions in TNA, but Ash Boy Elegance, the current TNA Knockouts champion, what's your thoughts on her? And listen, there's going to be plenty of matches with her in due course.
Yeah, honestly, I have wrestled the Elegance girls quite a few times now already, and as much as they're sneaky, but you can't deny they're amazing. They are super talented. They know what they're doing, and um, Ash going over to NXT and winning that title and taking it back to TNA. It's honestly amazing. But now the Elegance brand, they hold all our titles, so we've all got our eyes on you, Ash, you know. So yeah, we got our titles back at TNA, but now the Elegant brand has them, so we're gonna have to, get some titles off them and spread it about.
Definitely. And look, there's a lot coming up, obviously, featured events, obviously, Victory Road, Bound for Glory. Look, these are big events in September, October. But look, you love a good pay-per-view, and we want to see you on these pay-per-views. And these are huge, fundamental for your career moving forward.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to be part of Bound for Glory. It's going to be such an amazing pay-per-view. Obviously, there's only one match announced so far, and that match in itself is historic. So to be part of that pay-per-view would absolutely be a dream. So that is the goal at the minute. I'm hoping to get myself on that. Yeah.
You should be on that. You should be on that. Yourself and Harley would make a huge combo on that as well.
Yeah, we need those knockout tag titles.
Yes, I agree. And like, look, we mentioned obviously, look, there's tours and there's weekly shows, but we always promote that European tour. TNA coming to the UK and Ireland. It's obviously massive. What would it mean to you to see TNA come back to Ireland? Obviously, come to Belfast and Dublin. That would be a big thing for you to be on tour with TNA in Europe.
Yeah, honestly, it would be so amazing. I would love it so much. TNA coming to the UK actually led for me getting to work for them. That's what opened the doors for me getting signed to TNA. So being able to come back here and wrestle in front of my people and especially in Ireland, I just think that would be so magical. I would absolutely love that so much. And I really, really want, like, a goal of mine is to have the people in Ireland and the UK and Europe, because I wrestle a lot in Europe. I really want these people to be tuning in and watching TNA. I want more Irish fans, more UK fans, more European fans to be watching TNA, because we are on the rise, but there's still room for more. Come over, see what you're missing. We're amazing, we're smashing it. So yeah, come over. And actually, on that note, for TNA or for our UK and Irish fans, I do have a discount code. So if you sign up to TNA Plus and you use code that girl with capitals, you'll get 1 month free subscription. So yeah, make sure that you do. There's no excuse. Come over and watch us, see what we're about. If you haven't already. Free code.
So real. And we were to get to that TNA Plus. Obviously, look, it's a game changer. All of us Europeans, all of us Irish heads, we love a bit of TNA, watching all the good days. You're going to create your own history there as well on TNA Plus. There's going to be a lot of you popping up there in due course.
Yeah, of course. I want to be fan flag for Ireland. I want to be making history. I've already made history as the first ever Irish person to sign with TNA, and it's not ending there. I want to be the first ever Irish champion and continue more and more and more and help the brand grow and to have more Irish people. Like you said, there is people in Ireland watching it, but more. I want more. Come over and see what we're about. Come watch your Irish girl. Come support me. The more the better. So yeah.
Most definitely. And like, we have to mention, look, obviously the Irish scene. You set the mark now in TNA. You're going to go on and create your own history and become a champion, no doubt. But you know all the girls in Ireland. Obviously, the scene in Ireland is big. We needed more women to come through that scene. Obviously, yourself, we talked about 𝗧𝗡𝗏 Martina, Raven Creed, Debbie Cartel. There's been so many people, but how about Raven Creed? How about 𝗧𝗏𝗏 Martina following in your footsteps in due course? Katie Harvey as well. We might see them in TNA in due course.
Yeah, well, I'm coming for Raven Creed and that OTT Women's title. Don't worry. The beauty of TNA is that we can still do indies, and I've got my eye on Raven Creed, and I'm gonna take that OTT Women's Championship and bring it to TNA with me. So yeah, I do have my eye on Raven Creed. But yeah, all the women in Ireland, like, look at us, like, we have such amazing talent in Ireland for such a small wee country. It's amazing. So yeah, if you just want to come follow my footsteps, but I'll always be the first.
No, I love it. And like, yet again, you know what I mean? What's the beauty of being Irish? Because look, we're loved all around the world, but like, yet again, we mentioned Belfast. Belfast is such a unique place. Titanic wrestling in Belfast is, iconic. Like, it's obviously important for you to fly that flag, for all of us Irish people across the world and elsewhere.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of people don't really understand like in Belfast there's still a bit of we still have a bit of trouble. So I would love
Mm.
to just bring good news and a bit of positivity to where I'm from, because it's not always positive here. So I think being able to showcase Belfast and have people from Belfast look and think, oh, there's that wee girl from West Belfast and she's wrestling for TNA, maybe I could go and do something like that. Like that's really important for me. And I would really love if even if it was one person, if I can inspire them to go and wrestle, male or female, and believe that they can. Because honestly, for me, when I watched the United Kingdom tournament back in the day, I do believe that Tucker and Jordan Devlin was something that helped me think, oh, wait, these guys. I know there was people on TV already, but that was like a bit of a, oh, like he's from where I'm from. There must be wrestling here, and that was something that kind of, made me believe that I could do it. So I really hope that someone from Belfast sees me and thinks, oh, well, I could go be a wrestler or even anything. I'm just from West Belfast. It's not the best rep in the world. So if I can do it, honestly, anybody can. So it is very important for me.
Most definitely. And look, I know you're a massive wrestling fan in general. Like we've had some great chats over the years, but like we mentioned that connection right now with TNA and WWE is quite strong. What about Myla Grace coming out to the Royal Rumble in 2026? That would be a dream come true. We're seeing the likes of Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria, they're doing well, but that little connection, that crossover, that's something that we'd love to see. And I believe that we will see that in the next 12 months. We're going to see you participate. Obviously, be a champion in TNA, but come over then to WWE and do a few appearances there as well. That'd be a dream come true, no doubt.
Yeah, exactly. And being able to appear at WWE as a TNA knockout, like that's just even more historic. That just makes it even more cooler. So yeah, that's definitely a goal of mine for the next year. Have to make it happen, make a little appearance. Hello, your newest first ever Irish TNA knockout, making history, appearing on WWE.
Yeah, it'd be surreal. Now, look, yet again, we'll talk all things wrestling, but we want to mention, obviously, look, your journey's been incredible. You've worked hard, you've done your trade. You'll always do your trade, but you've been all around the world. Where is your favorite place to wrestle in the world over the last couple of years?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say home. Nothing beats wrestling at home. Just it's our people and they get us, and you can be fully Irish and they understand you, and we're loud and we get really into it. So I think just wrestling at home is just the best, and that's why
Definitely.
we need TNA in Ireland.
It's going to happen. I know the TNA crew will work hard to make it happen as well, especially Sonny because he loves it. You faced a lot of opponents. Who's been the toughest opponent so far for you, Myla?
Oh, who's been the toughest? Um,
On the spot.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's the toughest. Um, I mean, Donnie Luna's pretty tough. I haven't really got to wrestle her. It was just in a tag match. But I would love to get my hands on her, especially because I don't know if you've seen last week, but I don't know, she's became a bit of a meanie. So
Mm.
I definitely think that Donnie Luna, especially if she's going to be mean, could be pretty tough. But I welcome it. I give me some of that. I want some of that. So yeah, maybe me versus Donnie Luna could be the toughest match.
Oh, that'd be a great match. That'd be a great match. Well, listen, we're gonna let you do your thing. Thank you for the code. We're gonna make sure all the people get on that code TNA Plus. But listen, there's no doubt we're gonna cross paths in the next couple of weeks and couple of months, hopefully here in Ireland. And I'll see you at OTT as well. But Myla, it's an honor, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime, champ. Thank you.
Bye.